Hi, I'm Kaylin Pride with DETV, and this is an exclusive interview powered by the Wilmington Public Library with the highly respected, longest-serving Black female White House correspondent, April Ryan. And now, well, you've been an author. How are you today?
I'm great. Yeah, 4 books, and this is my fourth baby.
Fourth baby.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people, we're at the Wilmington Library tonight, are very excited to see you. Yeah. I've heard we have a lot of members of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated upstairs.
My sorority.
Soror, yes. Well, hello, soror.
Hello,
soror. Ooh. Yes. We're really excited to have you come in and talk about your latest book, Black Women Will Save the World, an Anthem. So what inspired you to write the book?
So many things inspired me. This moment inspired me. We have, I can't overstate it. Supreme Court Justice, Ketanji Brown Jackson, Vice President Kamala Harris, Karine Jean-Pierre, Susan Rice, Marcia Fudge. So many Black women are in the administration holding it down, saving the country. Keisha Lance Bottoms, Shalonda Young, and so many more in this moment. And that's just the government. We're doing so much in this nation to support this nation, to support the home, the community, voting.
Right.
You know, we're supporting so much and we don't get the recognition. And writing this book, so many people have connected to the stories, to the words, and it's touched my heart, but it's shown me that this celebration of Black women is long overdue.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I don't want to give too much away because I want people to go out and buy.
No spoiler alert.
Okay? No spoiler alerts. But I have to ask you, in your book, you said that Black women make the extraordinary ordinary. What did you mean by that?
We make the extraordinary ordinary. We work so hard and we succeed in survival in spite of the rise, in spite of, and it's a hard task, but we don't complain when we do it. You know, we just do it. And people are like, wow, she did that. Yeah, we did that. Something that's extraordinary for another person is something in a day's work for us. We hold down the home as we're rising in numbers, head of household, holding down the home as we're rising in number as the breadwinner in the home, holding down the community when the schoolhouse is in trouble, holding down government when we are going to the polls en masse, a large block of the base for the Democratic Party voting. We are the most educated group in the Black community. I mean, the list goes on and on and on.
Yes.
We are the ones who are making decisions. We're the ones taking our babies, our husbands in the community to the polls, to the vaccines, to everything.
Right.
And yet that's just the beginning of the day. Let's talk about lunchtime. Let's talk about work. Let's talk about singing on the choir after work. Let's talk about doing the homework when the kids are sick at night. You know, come on. We are doing it.
Yes.
And we don't get the recognition.
Absolutely. And speaking of extraordinary women, you also pay homage to founding mothers in your book. And within that term, what does that mean to the anthem of your book?
You know, we have founding fathers in this nation that are white, founding fathers that are men.
Right.
And a lot of times, many of them own slaves, slave women. Right. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
But for us, when we look to our history, we think about Harriet Tubman. Yes. She brought the fruit. We are the fruit.
Yes.
She brought the men and women, but we're the fruit of her labor, right?
Right.
We have Rosa Parks, so many different Black women, Shirley Chisholm.
Yes.
You know, I mean, there's so many, I'm trying to throw them out without stammering and stumbling.
Right.
But, you know, it's so many Black women who've laid the groundwork for us. We stand on their shoulders. For me, my founding mothers in the White House are Alice Dunnigan and Ethel Payne. My founding father was Harry McAlpin in the White House press room.
And then how did those women inspire you to use your voice in the White House?
They were reporting against all odds when racism in the 50s and 60s and earlier were at its height. You know, they were told, you can't do this, but they did it in spite of. Sold their jewelry so they could travel with the president to report on the highest numbers of negatives in the Black community when no one else would.
Right.
They laid the groundwork for me to do what I'm doing.
Absolutely. And I think
Yeah.
that's so inspiring because now you're laying the groundwork for so many others, and you're approaching your 26th year
Yeah.
in the White House.
I'm only 17.
Oh, girl, you look good. You look good now. But I gotta ask you, what has been your most memorable moment?
Oh, there's so many. So many good ones.
Okay.
And there are a couple of, we're not going to,
we're not gonna get there.
But there's so many good ones. Each president has a story for me, a personal story. From Bill Clinton and the soul food dinner that I put together for him. Yes.
That food was good.
That's actually, it was good because he still talks about it to this day. He says, April, you remember that soul food dinner that you put together for us? And I was like, yes, sir. George W. Bush, Katrina, talking about matters of race and talking about how he was watching the overt and subtle racism when Barack Obama was running for president. Right. Barack Obama, just that name alone, being there to mark history for the first Black president. But there's so many memories I have with him. So many memories I have with him. And then, that president, and now Joe Biden,
Yes. Yes.
he is considered a rights president, and he is lifting Black women to power. This is not about politics or policy. This is about the rise of Black women and the celebration of Black women in this moment. And I don't want people to think I'm sitting here, to that president that's doing this. No, it is about the Black women who are in these spaces, who have been deserving to be in these spaces.
So
it's not window dressing. It's not optics. It's real. These women have the pedigree to be there, and it's been long overdue.
Absolutely. And then one of my last questions, I want to ask, what advice would you give to young Black girls who want to save the world?
My advice to young Black girls who want to save the world, believe in yourself. Know that you're enough, first of all, because you're going to always encounter some kind of obstacle, some kind of stepping stone, some kind of mountain, okay? And there are going to be valleys too. But know that you're enough and keep going. Persevere, be resilient, overcome in spite of, and know that you are enough.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I'm really excited to hear you upstairs and hear the words that you have to share with everyone. And I'm also looking forward to reading your new book.
All right. It's a good read.
Absolutely.
It's a good, easy read, and it inspires, uplifts, and it tells the truth.
Absolutely. And that's something that Black women need. Thank you so much, April, for your time. Well, this has been an exclusive interview with April Ryan, powered by the Wilmington Public Library. To purchase April's book, make sure to check out the link below. And to also find more exclusive DETV interviews and content, make sure to go to detvch.com for more. I'm Kaylin Pride, and we'll see you next time.